Hey, how's it going? I'm the Game Wolf, also known as Fang, and welcome to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. In the last video, we ended up going down to the greenhouses and took our first lesson down there. Then we ended up learning another spell from Professor Kate here, which was Incendio. But to get that spell in the first place, we needed to do a couple tasks, which was go to the Crossed Wands Dueling Club and do a couple of fancy pieces of footwork. Now, without further ado, and with you caught up on basically all the major events, let's get on with it. So, yeah, let's go and meet up with Natty09 now. She should be down in the, well, in that grotto, I believe it was. Yeah, map. I already had it highlighted in the first place. But just be sure, I forgot about what it was actually named. Lower Hogsfield. That's what it was called. Not, it wasn't a grotto. Okay. So yeah, we're heading out to that. And since we're going to be heading to a new location, I figure, why not show you the way to get there? And from here on out, whenever I'm traveling from place to place, if you've already seen it or I've already put it in a video, I'm just going to skip ahead to where the classroom is, unless I haven't been there before. Otherwise, there's really no point in it and seeing me run around the castle all the time. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Oh, back in here. And back to the entrance. Still, the view of this place is absolutely stunning. Oh. What? Oh, so I'm supposed to go this way. Oh. That's pretty interesting if I do say so myself. It's more direct in how things go, huh? Especially when out on the grounds. Yet, all this looks incredibly amazing. Isn't this supposed to be Hagrid's hut in the future? Yeah. I think it is. Anywho, Beast Classroom. Okay, so I didn't expect to get to that. So this is going to be where I come for that class. Okay. Ollie looking bridge with no handrails. Alright. It's too fun not to. Moonstone. Sweet. Come on. Yes, please. Leaping toadstool caps. I swear these things are all over the place. You can just pick up a lot of the things nowadays. Well, not nowadays, but you can pick up a lot of the things around here. Come on. There we go. Still, I can't stop gushing about how good this game looks. Like, it looks really nice. My question is, why couldn't I just go through this portion of the castle, huh? Like, I've already unlocked it earlier. So why couldn't I run out through that? The heck? Was that a chipmunk? Or something? Eh, who cares? Is that supposed to be the boathouse? Whatever.
This looks intriguing.
What does? Meh. I wonder when we're finally going to be able to start flying and whatnot. Ah, Natty!
It is good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock, And Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that I found. I can't say. Well, what? Well, I did kind of break the news to Sebastian, so I guess I can start talking about this. Oh, pardon me. Drank a little bit of pop earlier. But, yeah, in all honesty, she could probably help me out in finding out what's going on, or even point me in the right direction, so, yeah.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
I'm glad to hear it.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen and find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Ooh, things are starting to get interesting. Next, Natty. But yeah, things are really starting to get interesting.
How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
The girl from Wagadoo. Let's go and check out what that was. I think I got my feet wet. Wait. Who's this guy?
They must have come this way. Think!
What's going on here?
I think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student! You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupid man!
Well, I hit the ground, huh?
Oh, actually. I must be cast about
Bye! Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Yeah, we'll see about that. The collections section of your field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. You may learn valuable insights on enemies, such as their weaknesses to certain spells. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy it.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You weaken quickly.
Oh! Turned her into a chicken!
Can't hold out forever. Leviosa. You're easier to spot than an irrumpent. How embarrassing.
I don't think you get to get away from me. Bye. Challenge unlocked. Complete dueling feats. Oh, interesting.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Nora Treadwell.
Are you alright?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Who is Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Were you, perchance, part of Hufflepuff as well? If so, is the... What is that? The piece of cloth or the tie around your neck call back to that?
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service.
Yeah, it really does look like it.
Archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought Merlin was a myth.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
That would seem a bit tedious, but it is also quite fascinating. But Sir Cadogan, or however the name was said, Cadogan or Cadogan, I believe it was. Yeah, that reminds me of one of the previous games I played in the past, which was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince for the PS2 version. I know that there are better looking versions than the PS2 version, but that's the one that I played. But yeah, for one of the portraits for the shortcuts through the castle, they had a specific line about that name. So yeah, I find that to be quite interesting and quite nice.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely.
That would be pretty cool.
Care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Let's do it.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Alright, sweet.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Alright, thanks.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
Yeah,
Each
I see
trial
them.
has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Alright. Ooh.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
They did!
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
I think I may know. I think you're supposed to use Levioso on these.
Levioso. Accio.
No, Accio. Oh, maybe it's
Incendio.
yeah,
The flames
Incendio.
make the pyre sink.
There we go.
Yes, how beautiful!
Cool.
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
That was actually pretty cool.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Well, thanks for giving me this neat little thing to do.
Here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Well, the best of luck to you. Hope you have a good time researching. And thanks for these little tidbits of information. Ooh. Cool. Bye. But yeah, thanks for the little task. This will be interesting to tackle. Anyway, now that I've done all that I can outside of Hogwarts, let's head on back to Hogwarts, shall we? Select. Let's just travel. But yeah, all this is getting pretty interesting at this point. So many different layers. So yeah, let's attend our next potions class, huh? Well, classed? Class. Don't think you get to... Well, don't think you're getting away from me.
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school.
That's what that was! It was a house elf!
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Okay. I finally figured out what that noise was. It was a house elf. Wonder what's brewing in those cauldrons. Why are you sitting on the ground in the potions classroom? At least take a stool. Seriously, dude.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all.
Unfortunate.
Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Wonder what happened to him to make him limp.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
No pressure. simplistic, but pretty fun nonetheless.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
Already got a potion done, huh?
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Well, thank you for the, well, thanks, Professor Sharp.
My parents
Let's see here.
considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Really?
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Oh, so that's why he has a limp. Oh, okay.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Why do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. You simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. Well, I don't really want to be stealing, so I'm gonna go. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Only because I feel like this may be interesting. I'll get your
Very
feather.
well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Hiya.
Your potion should not be that.
Mongrel fur. More memorandum. Date 31st of December 1875. From or office. Subject Borgin and Burks. Borgin and Burks has an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more oars to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are among the new additions. Further instructions to follow. So wait, he's still an oar? Really? 48 gold. Well, gold. Alright. Fwooper feather. It seems like something that you'd really miss. Hope I'm not gonna regret this. Well, there's nothing really else in here. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope. And there's nothing else in here, so... yeah.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
You best not sell me out for this, you know. You too, and I won't be a happy camper.
That did me or crush it. The wrong
Okay.
answer would result in the unfortunate loss
A
of
Durus
your
potion.
eyebrows.
Okay. A Durus potion. A potion that enhances the drinker's defense by covering them with a durable, rocky skin. Brewing time... okay. Yield one bottle. I see how this is. So yeah, hope you guys are having a good time with this series so far, because I really am enjoying it. I may not be talking as much as I normally would, or as much as some would like, but I'm having a good time. Seriously, all these effects are really nice. Okay.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
What did you
It's not
do?
supposed to- Dragon Dog, what happened?
Well done, Gareth.
You screwed it up, didn't you?
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
You say one word.
Wiggenweld potion is not a cure-all.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Sorry about that. I guess he didn't really need to be told. Might as well just come clean.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Alright.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Well, at least he was lenient. I'm glad about that, at least. Ah, nearly made it to level 11. Oh well.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
It was nothing.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day.
Probably.
Let's be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Please do.
Nicholas, our house ghost is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Well, thanks. At least he was more lenient with it, and dude, sorry about that. I would have been proper annoyed if you actually got me in some deep trouble, so sorry about that. But at least he got off, well, at least we got off a little bit more leniently. So,
Robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term. I was able to...
well, sorry. So, yeah, with that done, I think that's a good enough place to leave it for today. So, if you want to, why don't you check out some of my other, well, not channels, but some of my other series. I got one going for Tales of Symphonia and Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. So, if you got a chance, why don't you go and check those out. So, with that in mind, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I really do hope to see you in the next one. So, yeah. Bye!